Dr. Tina Mims, and I'm happy to go through what seems to be a little bit more complicated, but actually when you slow down and really read what is being said, you can really see that we need to take an extra couple of steps here that are later on explained in the textbook, but hopefully this video will help show them to you visually. Okay, so I already had a video on positron and doing a sales forecast based on sales revenues. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to consider profit. Okay, so the very first thing we have to look at is we have to look at the numbers we've been given and read them very carefully as profit, percent profit. Okay, so when we see this 15%, it's not 15% of sales, it's 15% of the sales happens to be profit. Okay, well, what does that mean, Dr. Mims? Well, what that means is we need an extra column here. And I'm going to unhide and show you the column I created to help me with this problem. You see, this 15% that's been given to us as part of the data for product A in positron is actually saying, gosh, that sales number we gave you last time over here in my previous section where I had $150,000 in sales in 2017 for product A. That was the top line sales number. I'm actually looking at 15% of that number is actually profit. So what I did was, and many of you already know this, I simply took and multiplied, which is B4, column B4, which is product A's percent profit from sales. I took B4 and multiplied it times this number on my spreadsheet. See, that's exactly what this is saying here. When it says positron sales, exclamation mark, B4, that is actually reading what I called my spreadsheet down here. You know, this is a Microsoft Excel file that I have 1, 2, 3 different spreadsheets or worksheets in. Isn't that a cool feature? I just love that about Microsoft Excel. Okay, so when I hit enter, I've actually calculated in thousands $22,500 in profit from sales. Now that's really important because, see, if we want to calculate this percent profit from sales company-wide, well, we've got to do this for each of the products first. So if I get this number right, I can then copy and paste this down, right? But I cannot copy and paste something here because I actually need to sum all of my profit from each product. I have to sum all the product profitabilities. And then that way I have the profitability company-wide. Well, that means I will take this number then in C9, our total profit in 2017 of sales, and do what? I'll divide it by, that's right, I will divide it by the positron sales figure that I came up with in the other spreadsheet. Let's go over and take a look at that because it's saying go over to B9, okay? All right, so B9 is $950,000. Oh, okay, so now I see what we did. We took the percentage given to us from each product, that is the percentage of sales that is profitable. In other words, we made 15 cents. We made 12 cents. We made 20 cents on each dollar sold, right? And all I have to do is multiply 15% times what was our total sales for product A. And that gives me the 2250 or 22,500 in profit for product A. Then I need to sum all of my product profitability in numbers, dollars. Then I need to take that total and divide it by my total revenue, because this is total profitability company-wide, and I did not know what was that percentage for the entire company. What was our percent profitability? So it looks like every time we had a sales of $1, we made 16 cents. Every $100, we made $16. Every 1,000, 160. So, and so forth and so on. Now you know we need to do the same darn thing for profitability in sales for 2018. Same issue here. We need to determine what is the profit number, the revenue, percentage revenue that turns into the dollar profit. We were given 18% of sales is profitability. So, and you can see here, there's the hint, okay? 18, okay, now that's the growth rate. Here's what we have to have first. We have to get the profitability from all of these, each product. Again, I've taken the percent profit of sales and multiplied it times the total sales revenue for product A in 2018. So slow this down. Take a look at what I'm doing here. I'm multiplying this number times this number to get dollar profitability for product A in 2018. I do that all the way across for each product. Then I sum the total of all profitable dollars. Then, oops, that's a boo-boo on my part. Then I take this company-wide profit and divide it by the sales I had for that year, 945,000. And when I do that, you can see I get, oh my gosh, it looks like in 2018, our profitability rose from around 16% company-wide to almost 24% company-wide. Okay, but that just gets us to be ready for the next part. And we already did this once, so this should be very familiar. If we're wanting to find the percentage growth rate, all we're doing is taking the percentage from one year, subtracting the percentage from the other year, and dividing by that previous year. That's exactly what we have as an example in our textbook. So now the point is we're only talking about percentage profitability, not percentage of total sales. Okay, so once we do that correctly, which we've been given an answer in the book, right? So we know that 0.2, 20%, 0.2 is our answer. So now we know we've calculated each of these correctly, right? By taking 2018, subtracting 2017, and dividing by 2017. Okay, and we can do the same thing for this total company-wide number as well. Okay, and we're going to get to check our work because the textbook gives us the answer. We also know that our growth rate is simply, the multiplier is 1 plus whatever that growth rate percentage is. Okay, super. So we just add 1 to our growth rate percentage on profits. So now we know our multiplier here is 1.2. Okay, our multiplier for product A will be 0.75. For product C, it will be 1.5. And again, we're doing the growth multiplier, which is a number, and I use this in 2 decimals, so that what we can do is we can forecast our percent profitability by product for a future year. In this scenario, it happens to be 2019. And we remember from our previous exercise, okay, we're simply going to take the year we have available to us times our multiplier to get our forecasted percent profitability for product A. Carry that down. 34.6%. Let's check the answers. I happen to have the textbook right here. A little peek at what our answers should be. So let's see how I did. Okay, company-wide is 16.3% profitability across all products in 2017. Yep, got that right. Company-wide percent profitability is 23.7%. Yay, I'm doing well so far. Okay, and remember, I had to create these columns here so that I could actually give the correct answer for those two numbers. Okay, I'm going to hide them so that you can see my answers do look just like the textbook. See, now you can see my answers look just like the textbooks. 16.3%, 23.7%, 45.6. Okay, 45.4. Not sure how many decimal points were used. That could have modified that a little bit, or we could have a tiny typo there. But I'm pretty close, so I think that's pretty right. And 1.45, again, that could be rounding. 1.45 versus my 1.46. That looks good. 34.4%. See, this is going to be dependent on this number, so that may be why I'm a little bit off there. But again, this could be rounding by the author, Dr. Gopalaganesh, who was the first person, quite frankly, to come up with marketing metrics. Well, this is Dr. Mims. I hope you find this helpful in being able to determine, hey, why are my numbers not showing up like this? It's because it's reading this little bitty stuff. Read carefully. That's the percentage of sales that actually is profit. So, little twicky, we were able to figure it out.